Hey guys, Lalo here. Today I'm going to be talking about sharking, more specifically, stories about sharking. Now for those of you who don't know, sharking is essentially when one party buys something from another for a fraction of the actual price of the item. And I got interested in this topic while watching the Virtual Economist's video on sharking versus scamming, which I will recommend you watch. I'll link it in the description. It's pretty interesting. Anyways, so here are some stories. So, story 1. In late August or September of last year, like 9 months ago, I managed to actually shark someone in Growtopia. Essentially, the trade went like this. Some guy offered to buy my grow board, which I'm not sure what the price is now, but at the time it was like 15 world locks. Pretty normal. I got that offer a couple times already, but I wasn't willing to sell it because it was part of my set at the point, and usually I would not even enter the trade, but for some reason I decided, hey, I'm gonna check out this trade this one time. So instead of offering me around 15 world locks, maybe 16, he offered me around 40 world locks, which I was like, what? It's because it's 15 world locks. So I decided to accept the trade, and I profited quite a bit. And as for him, now eventually I bought the grow board for like 14 world locks, but still. Now, looking back on it, I wonder what his thought process was. Like, oh, this dude's a scammer. Fuck this guy. And he'd probably just call me a scammer, quit the game, and rant about how much of a horrible person I am, and probably I'd be burned at the stake because I did this illegal thing. Well, it isn't illegal, but okay. Anyways, so here's another time I sharked someone, except this time it was actually someone I know in the real world, and it wasn't even in Growtopia. It was actually in TF2, and it was around the time that Gunmetal was released. So at this time, I was very invested in TF2. Now, so essentially, my friend he had a tour of duty ticket. Now, for those who don't know, a tour of duty ticket is used in man up mode, which is just man versus machine, but you get rewarded when you finish all of the waves in the MVM mission, which is pretty cool. Now, I actually managed to buy it from him for a weapon called Your Eternal Reward, which isn't even a good weapon. It's a horrible weapon. Like, I think Valve is redesigning it for the Pyro update, which should be interesting, but still, it's a horrible weapon. So I bought it from him for Your Eternal Reward, and this thing, I don't know the exact price of it, but it's around $1. So made quite a bit of profit. He could have bought a bunch of weapons with the single tour of duty ticket, but he just bought it from me for Your Eternal Reward. Now, I know him in the real world. Well, knew him. I'm never gonna see him again, which is something I'm happy about. Anyways, so at one point later, I managed to, or earlier actually, I bought a name tag and a refined metal for 2 weapons. Again, you could have bought something with those items, but you just decided to be stupid and give me the stuff for a weapon. So yeah, thanks. And now for a story that didn't happen to me, but I was somewhat involved. So essentially the way that this goes is that my cousin had this nice world. It was a very nice world. It had an arid machine. It was just a nice world. Now, this was back in summer of 2014, sometime after Summerfest of 2014. So essentially, this guy offers my cousin a beach blast. Essentially, what a beach blast is it allows you to create a beach world, and in the beach world, there's a treasure chest that's hidden, and that treasure chest can have anything from a sand to a really rare limited item. For whatever reason, really rare limited item translated to, oh, you can get a phoenix wing. And I was like, oh, you should get that. I mean, you could get a fucking phoenix wing. And I was like, get it. He ended up selling the world for the beach blast. Now, I checked the price of the beach blast after he bought it, and it wasn't even and it was well under 10 world locks. The world that he sold was at least 15 world locks. So, I managed to peer pressure my cousin into getting sharked. I don't know. Anyways, out of pity, I gave him an ATM, which he ended up selling for a world lock, and yeah, that day was not very good. We were very smart in 2014. Anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, and if you want to see more content, subscribe. Sorry for being dead for like a month. I was being lazy. Also, happy late 4th of July, America. Yeah. Bye.